Hi, here is a deal that is fit for inclusion in our series on squeezes. Squeeze is a technical term, but the degree of difficulty of play varies and can be from very simple to extremely difficult or almost impossible without looking at all the four hands. But if you understand the squeeze, it might give you an advantage in reading the discards. Even if you don't ever end up executing a squeeze, you might gain some understanding about the discards and might benefit from it. This was deal 80 and West was dealer and East West vulnerable, and West opened one club showing a strong hand. He had just about 16 points, but East had many, and they eventually reached seven spades, which was a stretch because club queen is out and there just aren't enough tricks without guessing the clubs. Anyway, how did the play go? South led the king of diamonds. You win ace and you play ace of spades. This is the correct play because if jack 10 to 4 spades are with north, you can take care of that by finishing twice against that combination. But if jack 10 to 4 are with south, you can't help. You will have to concede one trick. So it is correct to start with ace of spades. That is the first important thing. South plays the 10 of spades. Obviously, you want to take out trumps. On the second spade, South discards a diamond. On the third spade, South discards a heart. And when you play a heart, South plays Jack of Hearts. And not that I would recommend the play of heart straight away, but if you look at those last two tricks, the heart discard and the play of heart jack, that should tell you a lot about what South hand could be. On the third spade, if South had an easy diamond discard, anybody but an expert playing a deep game with a fullest understanding of the deal would have discarded a diamond. How come South discarded a heart? If you understand how squeezes work, basically a player is guarding too many suits and is unable to hold all these cards that are guarding those suits. That is what squeeze is. So the telltale signs of that squeeze appear when a player has to make first few discards. Now, even if you don't get the full technicality of a squeeze, the discard should tell you something. So you only have three diamonds in dummy and nothing in hand. So 10 diamonds are in opponent's hands. An opponent should have been able to discard diamond painlessly if South had sufficient length in diamonds. But that hard discard on the third spade tells you something important, that South didn't have a diamond to spare. So you knew South started with a spade. South probably started with four hearts and most likely had 4 4 4 1 to start with. I'll show you all the hands now. So ideally, I will just go back one trick. At this point in time, South had three more trumps to cash, and there wasn't any harm in cashing at least one. Now let us play it out and look at South hand. What can he discard? He cannot discard a heart. If he discards a diamond on a single rough, on when the diamond 2 is rough, diamond jack becomes good. And if he discards clubs, of course he is giving up the card in clubs. So spade 9 itself would have put South under tremendous pressure. But let us see how the play went. Now, if you did get that South probably had queen to 4 clubs, and that was the reason he was reluctant to discard a club, you would know which way to finish in clubs, right? So at this point you could ruff a diamond, you could play a heart to ace, you could play club to king, whatever. You should be able to make easily executing a simple squeeze, perhaps not even knowing that it was a squeeze. Let us see how. Let us say you play a heart to ace and you have already decided that South probably held the king, a queen of clubs. So you play king of clubs, you play jack of clubs, and now get back to hand with a diamond drop and cash a spade. And at this point itself, South is helpless. Very interesting deal. South holding guards to everything. But important thing is to cash sufficient number of trumps to force South to make some revealing discards. So although this was a 7 speed contract that depended on a finesse, the squeeze possibilities allowed you to glean information that was useful for deciding which way to finish. Of course, I must remind you that if South were a top quality expert, somebody like Kista or Prabha, you could trust them to discard club from this hand pretty early. There is a deal of this type in my book, Easier Done Than Said, in case you are interested, where Kista and Prabha were defending. Anyway, I hope you like this deal. Bye for now. I will be posting a lot of bridge content on this Demicoma Bridge Academy YouTube channel. So please subscribe to the channel. After subscribing, please click on the bell icon so that you get notifications when new content is posted. Also, please post your comments and questions in the space below the video. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Finally, if you like a video, please click on the like button. That makes me feel good. Thank you very much. Bye.